Phonology. You will read about this in your textbook, but I just want to talk about it for a minute and you can compare your reading. Phonology, and for each level I'm going to say rules. These are the rules for using the sounds that you can produce. It's not making those speech sounds. That was speech. But these are the rules. And we combine those rules with something called morphology, which I'm going to let you read about. But let's talk about the sound rules. How do you know? Let's see. What is this? Oh, you're so smart. Okay. What are these? How'd you know to go? Yeah, how'd you know to do that? Well, somebody taught you. Now, when you were about 2, did your parent sit down or loved one and say, Susie Q, if you've got more than one, make sure you go, no. What happened was you hung out with adults and you picked it up. You picked up the rule. And by age 3, almost all these rules are known by children. There's some fancy rules, 4 and 5-year-olds make grammatical mistakes, but mostly all the language rules. A 3-year-old will say, I have 2 books. Okay. What if a 3 or 4 or 5-year-old says, I have 2 books? Okay. What's wrong? They haven't learned the rule? Or they can't do the sound? Good. They might say, I have 2 books. Or, ding, ding, ding. Okay. Or they've been around people who say that and they're modeling that behavior. So keep in mind that sometimes the rule, if you called it country people, I love that. Let's say you're country people and you say, I've got 2 books, and you're 5 years old, but your mother, your father, your grandmother, your aunt, Uncle Fred, they all say, I have 2 books. You're a smart kid. You learn the rule correctly. You have trouble if you move into the big city of Greensboro, where they go after books, but you can pick it up pretty quickly. So keep in mind that what you might call bad grammar might be modeling if the child learned it from his speech community. Okay? She just said something important. She has some sound differences. She said, I know how to say it correctly. I mean, you automatically said that other was incorrect. She's introducing, and we're only at the level of phonology, but it goes all the way through. Every language has it. Some people call it standard English or formal English or business English. Anybody that speaks Spanish. Who speaks Spanish? Somebody. Anna, where are you? Okay. You have the same thing in your speech community. There's the formal or the standard, and then there's the casual, and then there are different speech communities. But if you know how to switch, you're at an advantage. And it's called code switching. So if you're with your friends in the dorm, you're not talking like you would if you're presenting in class. And if you know those rules, and most children learn them very young, if you know those rules, you get by very well. If you're, let's say you sell cars, or you're a politician, that really is to your advantage. When your constituents come to visit you, or you're selling a car to whomever, if you can speak like they do or make them feel very comfortable, you are at a great advantage. So code switching is the term for that.